Sure, our markets and marketing strategies obviously must fit together with the different development sites, but also the demand from the market kind of decides where to go. When we were only in India, we had huge demand from the market for Eastern Europe. It's psychologically a little closer to Denmark. India is far away, and even though it takes only a couple of hours, 3-4 more hours to reach India compared to the Ukraine, it's easier to understand, and they feel a little closer to the Western culture and the European culture. They want to be part of the EU, and that's also helped us decide to move to Eastern Europe. We have looked at China, but the demand is not for China yet, and China is not. They are not at the level for. Well, the English skills are not high enough, and the experience. We easily find people in India with 5-10 years of experience as software engineers, but we can find people with 2-3 years in China. And turning into the market strategy, we are only looking to engage with clients which has this as a strategic decision. And they also want the experienced people. We have faced different kind of difficulties managing more junior teams. It takes lots of management overhead in Denmark to manage a team of 5-10 juniors instead of having the senior people. What we are hearing from the clients and the different possible clients, they want the more senior people. But today we are mostly in Denmark, in the Danish market. We have one Norwegian client, and the first or the next move will be Norway and Sweden. We don't aim to become a European or even a global provider selling the products. That our model actually fits best into the Scandinavian market. We have had different clients in the UK, and we have still a few in the US. But the margin is lower there. But also this global delivery manager, which is the cornerstone of our model, it's easier to use when you are local. You have to set up a whole office and actually have the entire team if you move into to a market not right next to you. The Scandinavian market we can serve from Copenhagen in the beginning at least, and then we will have to hire consultants, and that could be sales consultants and also the global delivery managers on site in Norway and Sweden afterwards. We may have the northern part of Europe, but that's more years ahead. Yeah, well, we have looked at that once. Right now, we are under different rules in India, where we actually are not allowed to sell our products. 90% of the revenue there must be exporting to, well, not only Denmark, but just export from India. But yeah, India is a very, very interesting market. If you look a little ahead, so many people with such a big power of buying is obviously interesting, but it's not part of our model at the moment. You need to have a product to sell. It's difficult to sell services from India to India, but if you had a product, the Indian market would be very interesting. The Ukraine is also interesting, but not in the same scale as India. We are allowed to sell in India or in the Ukraine, but it's the same there. We are selling services and not products.